Facebook Live. It's when you just build on. You better get in the light, OG. Yeah, this is yeah, this Facebook Live is when you go live. Go a little bit over here. This is my OG right here. See, he don't know anything about Facebook Live. You understand me?
I know about that stuff, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm wasting people get views up on here and stuff. But this is one of my OGs. I'm over here at the shop right now. We over here in Bellflower. And I ran into one of my OGs and stuff. You know what I mean? This is big OG Poppin' Pat. You know what I'm saying? Tell a little bit about your history, big OG.
Straight out of Linwood, 1980s. 80s. We'll just say 80s. Because I don't know the exact year. Been doing this for a long time, man.
Yeah.
This my boy right here, bad as I don't know what, you know.
This is my OG right here. This was me, you know what I mean? So son told me to go inside the little store and just I was talking to, you know, my little female and I said I'm gonna go by the store and just look around. I got work, so I seen my G. I ain't seen my G since since a couple years ago? At the Poppers Picnic. He had me, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the OGs. You know, tell a little bit about your history, big homie.
Well, Linwood, challenging everybody, going everywhere, getting down. You know, I pretty much one of the originals of strobe light dance.
Strobe lighting.
Yeah, strobe. Which is making it look like a strobe light is on you.
Yeah.
In the daylight, real time, when there's a little strobe light there. Which is like the trump card of popping.
That's right. Strobing.
Yeah.
You strobing somebody, what? Game's over, huh?
They're crying and shit.
They're crying, huh? Yeah. Tell them a little bit about your stories, man. You growing up in who was the originals that you was running to? Skeeter Rabbit.
Skeeter Rabbit is like the master. He taught everybody. He didn't teach me, but he taught the people that I hung around with.
Yeah.
He gave me mine.
We over here on the street, you know.
Which gave me my plateau of where I had to go to be competitive in that world. So like I said, Skeeter Rabbit was a father of Linwood, teaching everybody how to pop.
Yeah.
I can name a lot of different groups back then, but everybody.
OG Long Beach Time Bands, you know what I'm saying? Me.
Everybody popped back.
It's Cosmic Space Poppers. Tell them about some of the groups.
Space Poppers held down Eve After Dark so far as the groups.
Compton, huh?
Compton, actually, yeah, I'm not sure if the Eve After Dark is in Compton.
No, I think it's off of El Segundo, like kind of like.
El Segundo and Avalon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
that's like the.
It might be, man.
Yeah, kind of like the LA area.
Came around with David Smythe, who's one of the early greats from back in the day. We went to Linwood together.
You know, well, let's walk over here, big homie. Okay, so yeah, we gonna go off the street so they can understand what you're saying.
Oh,
we got some viewers right now, so you know whenever I run to some OGs, you know, we was talking about some stuff, you know. So tell them how you feel about the state of the popping game right now, man. From you, just keeping it real, OG. Keep it real, man. You know,
the state of the popping game, it has been pretty much taken away from its origins and roots of what it used to do, man. I don't know how to put it, but
yeah,
it's now a worldwide phenomenon, and the people that started it aren't getting any credit for it. And popping is not hip hop at all. It never was, and it never will be. You can use elements of it, but it's been taken apart, put in everybody's videos, and called hip hop, and it's not hip hop. It's OG, street popping, street dancing.
Yeah,
whatever it is. It ain't hip hop. Hip hop, East Coast, West Coast is gangster boogie. You know.
Yeah.
And other things you call it is not hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I know you've been out, you know, you're not really in the scene, but from what you've seen, big homie, on all these TV shows, you see that, what would you say, it's a big ripoff going on right now?
It's a jack move.
It's a jack.
We've been jacked for what we did, and it's been put into an umbrella of something that it's not. People that DJ, they DJs. That's what they are. And people that graffiti, they do graffiti. Somebody decided to put it all under one umbrella. See, that's the truth. One umbrella.
Yeah.
So they could control it all.
Yeah.
Everybody need to go back, pull themselves out.
Yeah.
Make their own shit and control it. Don't let nobody else control your art. breaking killed popping. It broke popping. It broke popping the same way Jackie Robinson broke the Negro League.
Yeah.
People, he broke the color barrier. No, Jackie Robinson broke the Negro League. And it goes on. It's a deep story, man. We'll do a deeper, in-depth thing later. But like I said, man,
tell them how you feel. Remember, you was telling me how you feel about the movies, Breaking and all that. Keep it real, big homie. You know what I mean? And all these movies, they kind of.
you can give me give out too much, but I don't care. I want everybody to know the stick.
Keep it real, big homie. You know, you my G. So.
When Breaking came out, the best dancers were not allowed in that movie.
Man.
We did not dress like that back then. Somebody else, a wardrobe, came and told us how they dressed.
Man.
It's not a goofy thing. When somebody challenged somebody...
Man, tell them, homie. Tell them.
It wasn't no goofy and stuff like, nah. Because it was a gangster shit, man. Some niggas got beat up for turning some... Yeah, but can you fight? Pow.
Yeah. Tell them.
You know what dudes would do.
Yeah. Tell them. There's that gang. Yeah, you go. OG, your glasses, big homie. Hold on. Let me pick up the glasses, man. Hey, homie. Tell them again, man. Tell them how it was. It was gangster shit, right?
Yeah, you get beat up going in there being all goofy and shit.
It wasn't goofy, huh?
It wasn't no goofy shrimp shit. Shrimp, no.
Hey, tell them, man.
Shrimp used to get whooped. All up and down Banny. Everywhere you go, you know.
Yeah.
Real niggas like Heckle and Jekyll kept out.
The Samoans.
The Samoans was bad, motherfucker.
There's some real now. Tell them who the original. Tell them who the original Jekyll is. I'm from the
Samoans, dude.
The Samoans from Carson.
Yeah, from Carson.
Yeah, Charlie and Jack.
I didn't even know their names. All I knew was Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah. Deuce knew him. You know, and I saw him like one time. You know, but go ahead, big homie. Tell him some more. You know.
Let's see who was Carson. Carson had Fish.
Yeah. D-Mac, what up?
Who else is from Carson? Roy.
Yeah.
Roy is unknown.
Pookie. I heard it was Pookie.
He was from Lantana.
Yeah, Lantana Block.
Roy is the only dude that beat me, but after I beat 3 of his homies. So I will give him his credit. Roy is incompetent. Last I knew of Roy,
yeah, he's from
barbershop.
up in Compton.
He don't remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember it because it's my only loss.
See, man, this is the thing I try to tell these young guys. Like, I'm 42 years old, so I represent the OGs, what I saw coming up. So a lot of these guys, they learned from breaking and all these new guys and stuff. But tell them, breaking destroyed the dance in your mind, right? It made it goofy and silly.
No, it didn't. Breaking is its own thing and it's great in its own era.
Yeah.
In its own.
Don't get me wrong, because I watched the movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
Breaking. No, you're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the dance.
No, the movie.
That movie just killed it. It killed it. It didn't have nothing to do with the culture. The real dancers didn't get to be seen. The real routines weren't able to see. Now, let me correct something.
Yeah.
Pop and Pete, great part of the movie. They didn't let him do all that he could have done. Pop and Taco, great part of the movie. Great super dancer. The 2 best dancers in the movie was Pop and Pete and Pop and Taco and Bruno. They would have murdered those 2 guys in real life dancing, but they had to write the script where they come in and some girl come in and doing some whatever that stuff she was doing.
Yeah, it was a movie.
They wouldn't have.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know, script, but they wanted to destroy the dance.
They wanted to
monetize and make a lot of money off of it, which they did. But they wouldn't let David.
Because I think with a lot of the young guys. I told them yesterday, I said, I think the overall premise of the dancers now is that I think it's become, they feminized the dance. You know, tell them how the dance was hardcore back in them days, big homie. Tell them how it was definitely, you know how it was, man. Popping was, tell them the real OG. It was some hard dudes.
There was some gangsters, man. A lot of gangster poppers are dead, like T-Tiger.
Rest in peace from 5'9" East Coast.
Oh, you know about
Yeah,
this.
cause he taught animation. Told me that he got taught by T-Tiger. Rest in peace.
Wow.
He taught him.
Yeah.
You know, animation died, bro.
Yeah, I heard about his unfortunate accident.
Yeah, and tell him you guys got history, you know.
Yeah, I know animation. Animation was at the beach all the time and stuff. We never battled nothing like that, but we
Yeah.
always had mutual respect, mutual agreement that we some bad motherfuckers. You.
See, well, I tell these new guys is now popping all over the world in Asia and Thailand and China and stuff. We got a lot of views right on watching this right now. So tell them the roots of it. It's a street art form that was, you know, tell them, big homie, you know, it was.
Well, you know, to get the real, you got to go to Oakland. Oakland is
Yep.
where it came from the Bay Area. I didn't know this till recently. I always thought Electric Boogaloos brought it out and brought it up here. But nah, but it should have been a clue since Boogaloo Sam came from up that way and brought it down here. We should have known, but it's from Oakland, man. You look at, I think it's Granny and the Robotrons.
Yeah, Robotrons.
Demons of the Mind, which is Media Circus. You know, those are like the OGs. I mean, the OG, you know. I don't know. You would have to go up there and ask them who came up with what, but then you can go back even further. You see some Shields in Your Nail.
Yeah.
You go on YouTube and pull up some Robert Shields.
Oh yeah, Shields, you know.
Yeah, Shields in Your Nail. And Michael Jackson. You go look at early Michael Jackson, and if you can't call what he's doing popping with Dancing Machine, you know,
What LA brought their own little flavor. Like, what would you think LA brought to the table? You know, in your mind, big homie. But LA really set off some shit. But like LA really just, you know what I'm saying?
LA was already popping. You can see.
Yeah.
When I first went to LA, I went up going to Crenshaw because I had to leave Linwood. Some minor gang activity. I wasn't in no gang, but minor gang activity forced me from Linwood to Crenshaw, which is where I met Bob and Andre the first time.
Yeah.
And LA had a whole different style than us. You know,
Yeah.
LA had more of robotic.
Yeah, robotic animation.
style.
Yep.
Yeah,
See,
animation style.
and you hearing that? I've been telling you guys that LA has always been about animation and robotics. You're hearing it from my big homie, man.
We had that too, but it was mixed in with style because we all got some Skeeter Rabbits.
Yeah.
Everybody here got Skeeter Rabbits. Skeeter Rabbits, like the father of popping of all of this area. Then not quite the father, but then it was Anthony King.
Yeah.
King.
Now tell me what area you talking about. You talking about it's Compton or
We're talking about Linwood,
Glenwood,
Compton, Long Beach,
Long Beach.
Carson. Where else? Parts of Watts. Because I remember a brother named O.G. Woozy.
You heard.
Bounty Hunter.
Bunny and Bounty, yeah. Yeah, my uncle used to run with that too. Yeah, my mom people was like, yeah.
He had wanted me to teach him at one time. Woozy, man. That was an OG motherfucker, man. I think it was back in early 80s, man.
Tell them how many gangsters was getting off. It was gangsters was getting off everywhere in LA, huh?
Gangsters had taught non-gangsters how to pop, man. You know, I don't know why, but it's what they did.
Yeah.
Keeping it real. What was that? Like my boy Larry. Larry taught the guy that gives the How the West Was Won functions. He was taught by Slick Rick from Ghost Town over by St. Francis Hospital in Linwood.
Yeah.
He used to hang out with Foot and a whole bunch of gangsters. I never knew any of them. But Larry came with me.
Yeah.
Hanging out with me. And Larry, Little Magic Mountain, there was this ride called the Magic Pagoda.
Yeah.
Magic Pagoda is a long gone thing. And when he popped in the Magic Pagoda, the strobe light was on. See, the strobe light was there. And everything he did was incredible with the strobe light.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, wow, if I could take that strobe light from out of this room and take it with me everywhere I go, I would be undefeated. So I did.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
I learned how to strobe light first, early in the day. And my boy Rob.
Yeah, Robot Prince.
No,
not Robot.
You saw me dancing with him.
Oh yeah, up on the video.
He had it too. So
Yeah.
coincidentally, we both had the strobing. So you didn't have just me strobing, you had two strobers in one group.
The Strobonics.
Strobonic dancers in Linwood. And that's when we used to go head up with the Time Bandits and all that.
Yeah.
And you asked him what happened.
I know. See, this
School
is,
dancers.
see what I'm saying? See, now you see what I'm saying, homie? when I be telling y'all niggas real shit, and I hear from real OGs, man, like, you know, like, tell them, man, like, when you look at the game, man, niggas is getting ripped off, you know, and you know that, big homie. It's a big rip off, you know. He showed me the video, and these dudes was like, "Oh, this is something you never seen before," you know, and
right.
Yeah,
on America's Got Talent, talking about them.
Yeah, and you showed me
on the video doing media circuses routines. You can go type in media circus, MEDEASIRKAS, and then go look at what those dudes was doing last night on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, the little Asian brothers, right?
Yeah, man.
Talking about
the same thing from South Korea.
Yeah, it's from South Korea.
We invented. You didn't invent this. You didn't invent that. You saw it on YouTube from Media Circus. You had to.
Yeah. And this is the thing I try to tell these niggas that teach. I'm like, nah, I have no problem with teaching, but the niggas that you teach, they gonna take the culture and run with it and profit off the culture, and then they gonna leave out the guys that actually start the culture. So this is my argument. I be like, I have no problem with teaching, but what it is that you're transferring something that's not their rightful owner. You guys are the rightful owners. The OGs are the rightful owners of this dance, you know, from LA and the Bay. And I've been saying this shit, and you know what I mean? I've been getting a lot of flack. Oh, you know, you guys are hating. No, we're not hating. We're telling the fucking truth, man. You know, saying stop trying to like reinvent the wheel when it's already been invented, you know?
Right.
Tell them, you know what I'm saying, big homie? And this is what I try to tell these dudes. They think I'm crazy. I be like, listen, man, a lot of the gangsters were instrumental in showing a lot of guys' styles, you know? And tell them some more, big homie. You know?
Well, where you want to go? Where you want to go with it? Like I said, Ski Rabbit was the main teacher. Linwood, I don't know about Compton. I know Linwood for sure. I mean, I'm speaking what I know.
Tell them about some dudes out of Compton that you knew, big homie.
I didn't know of them, but everybody had reputations back in the day. There was some brother named Star Child.
Star Child, yeah. He got, yeah, you already know.
Who else was bad from Compton? Wow. You know what, man? It's too sudden for me to think about it. If I have to go back in my Rolodex and memory banks of people, but you go in Compton, you ain't gonna walk out of there undefeated. This Compton has some bad motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Bad. I mean, bad. Compton, Linwood. You know, you're running this, like I say, Carson, Wilmington, South, up to Southgate,
yeah,
which is probably where it cut off at.
Yeah.
Southgate was the cutoff. Come on back this way, man. It's all OG style. You know, I say OG style is it's all serious. It's people dressed up, people wore khakis, khaki suits,
man,
zoot suits.
Yeah,
it was a stylish thing. It was not a clown act.
Not a clown act.
Not hip hop at all.
You tell me.
Never heard of hip hop. The only thing we knew about hip hop was that was the beginning of Rapper's Delight, which was that's a whole different.
Yeah, I love this, man. I love this shit, man. You know what I mean? This is, I had to go live, and my homeboy don't really know about like this. See, now you see what I'm saying? This dude don't even, this is my big homie. He don't even know about live right now. You know, and you see what I'm saying? And this is straight truth.
And Soul Train showed everybody what was the latest moves and what was going on. Big ups and rest in peace to brother Don Cornelius.
Yeah.
Putting out such a great thing to let the proof be shown. You know, Don Campbell created Locky. You can see it on here. Everybody knows this. In fact, he had a lawsuit over his name. I got another whole, that's his story. I'm going to let him tell that when you come across it.
What would you say, advice for any of these guys that want to learn the culture and you know, and how can we take back the realness and bring back the realness to the pop locking culture, man? You know, like what would you do, big homie? You know,
there's no reason we shouldn't have it now because of the internet and internet's YouTube and cameras. Like you got that camera right now. If I'd have some cameras from when I was getting down back in the day, I'm not even a shadow of what I used to be.
Man.
Not even. I can't touch myself back in the day.
Yeah.
That sounds funny, but I can't touch myself from back
because,
in the day.
Yeah, back in the, okay.
We didn't have cameras back then.
Man.
To show what we could do.
And I've been telling these niggas that shit forever, man. See what I'm saying?
Cameras, you know, some of it's out there. Anthony King there's a video of Anthony King, what he did back in the day.
Yeah.
People are just now catching up to us right now. Go right back and watch the latest So You Think You Could Dance.
Yeah.
What's the other one? America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Or you go look at the
Jabberwockies.
They just now catching up to where we were in '80. They just now catching. If you think I'm lying, type in Demons of the Mind 1980s and look at their routine. It's like a 10 or 15 minute routine. And
Yeah.
doing some flawless type dancing.
Yeah.
And back then we didn't have the internet so that we could have known that they the ones that brought it out first. Because when I first got my first sight of real good popping, it was Jeffrey Daniels.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Daniels was the first one to show everybody the moonwalk. And it wasn't called the moonwalk, it was called the backslide. It was Jeffrey Daniels that
Yep.
showed it first, dancing to the Working Day and Night, 2 other people.
Yeah.
And then the Electric Boogaloos came later. I don't know how much later, but they came later. So
Yeah.
unaccredited, but
Yup.
he did it first. And then now that the internet is so big, you can see that there was somebody doing the moonwalk,
Yeah.
the backslide, way back in the 1950s. But since there was no
Yeah.
comedian, YouTube around the time when this came out,
Hell no.
to see that,
Yeah.
this came back around again naturally. So it was organic of them getting it up north, more than likely, than them seeing these shows that were not on TV anywhere, because we only had 5 channels.
Yeah.
2,
Yep.
4, 5, 9, 11, 13. We only had 6 channels back in the day, and they wasn't showing none of that stuff that was happening back in the 50s and 60s. So them coming back with this right here, that they didn't steal it. They just came back around. It's just how shit goes.
Wow. Yeah, man. I mean, bro, this is some real deep shit, man. And I get a lot of flack, man, because they think I be telling dudes, like, a lot of these guys is trying to take credit for something that's not theirs, you know. And I think that's the problem, man. And they be like, wow, why the OGs stopped dancing in the 80s? And tell them the real. A lot of guys were not getting no type of auditions, no type of role, no money. People got caught up in the drugs, the dope, the gang banging, you know, and that's their problem. A lot of the dudes be like, well, why did the OGs stop dancing? Tell them, give them your rendition why a lot of the OGs stopped dancing back in the 80s, big homie.
Because they had to take care of their wife, they had to take care of their kids, they had to take care of their rent. See, when you live at home,
Yep.
and you gonna make $200-300 doing a video here, $200-300 doing it, doing that there. That's once a month or something like that. You got to rent, you got to eat, your kid is here, you got to take care, because we took care of our kids back then,
Yeah.
Everybody back then, we were still couples, and it was responsibility, and there was no market for it.
Man. Man.
Somebody decided to come up with hip-hop and umbrella everything so they could centralize and control everything and put all us out of business the same way rap put all of the musicians, all the bass players, all the drummers, all of the guitarists, all the great. There was no replacement. Who's the new Marvin Gaye? Who is the new Tina Marie?
Oh, man.
Oh, wait, they got one. It's called Adele. Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Who's the new Frankie Beverly? None of our greats got replaced.
Bruno Mars?
Yeah, right. Bruno wouldn't even get airplay back in the day.
Man, he wouldn't get no.
Rick James,
Man.
Parliament, Cameo. He wouldn't even get no radio airtime, Bruno Mars. So they had to take the talent out of everything we did so that they could centralize it and control it and monetize it for themselves.
Yep.
And put non-talent in front of us and turn the agenda to what they wanted, which was.
See?
I don't want the LGBTQRXZ coming after me, so I'm not going to go any further.
Man, on that tip, this is my OG. What's telling your name again, big homie?
Poppin' Pat.
It's original.
AKA Will Be. Black Star Line.
You understand me? On that tip, you see what I'm saying? That's the real. You hear from my big homie. I've been telling you guys this for I don't know how long. You know what I mean? And you hear, I ain't seen this brother in I don't know how long. You know what I mean? So wherever I say, come on, man, this is the real. And he'll be at the Pirates picnic.
Sure enough.
And all you guys out there that's trying to take credit for what we've been doing, stop that shit. That's that bullshit.
We're coming back.
You know what I'm saying, B?
We're coming back. We're going to come back. And it's going to be hell to pay, too.
Right on.
Peace,
Right.
y'all.